In the depths of the financial recession in 2008, markets are still crashing. No one knows what's going to happen. I got a call at home in the evening, and this man, very soft-spoken man, said, "This is Harry Reid," to which my first response was, "Who?"
He is often criticized for being very blunt. I appreciate that.
He didn't like it that I never shined my shoes. He'd slip me $20 bills. He said, here's $20, because he knew I was cheap. Go shine your shoes.
Well, anyone who's ever had a phone call with Harry Reid knows that at some point you'll be talking to yourself, because he's long gone.
And he said, "Harry Reid, I want you to come to Washington and try to put some accountability into what's happening in this bailout of the big banks." And it totally changed my life.
He's relentless.
Adjective that comes to mind when you say Harry Reid, fighter.
Well, yeah, I have some proud fights, real fights. Some of those I'm proud of. I remember the first person I knocked out, and then the other fights I've had not dealing with my fists.
Senator Harry Reid is telling Republicans to back off of Social Security.
Today's vote said if you want to discriminate, it has no place in America.
And what he did with President Obama is to bring the Affordable Care Act across the finish line. He did it with barely no votes to spare.
All this stuff with health care, I think of my mom and my dad. My mom with not being able to go to a doctor, my brother breaking his leg, laying on the bed for days, writhing in pain. My mother had no teeth. As she got older, she had a few teeth, and pretty soon they were gone.
With great courage, he has stood up to the powers that be and taken on the big money interests that have so much influence in this country.
Well, Harry has always joined with me on the barricades to make sure that we were fighting for particularly the economic empowerment of women.
He is a master legislator. To see him operate is to see a master at work.
The one thing I did that I'm always proud of, the first time I got money, I worked one summer in a service station. I bought my mother some teeth. If I do nothing else in my life, I got my mother some teeth.
He's made me proud a lot of times. You know, on a personal level, it's the way that he interacts with our children and the kind of father he is.
What Harry Reid has taught our caucus and taught me, we're a family.
Millions of people are better off for the work we did. Harry, we've had a good run. You and I, we fought the good fight, and we did it together.
You have to stand up, even if you think you're not going to win, if you think something's right.
Please welcome the Senate Democratic leader, Harry Reid from Nevada.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. You know, I spent a lot of time in the Republican Senate, so it's nice to be in a room that respects reason and facts. I appreciate the tribute. I really do. I appreciate the tribute. But anything I've accomplished in the Senate, I owe to the great teammates I've had. My Democratic Senate caucus, Nancy Pelosi in the House, President Barack Obama, Vice President Joe Biden, and I give a never-ending tribute to our next president, Hillary Clinton. As a team, we fought for the belief that affordable health care is a right, not a privilege. As a team, we fought for the idea that you shouldn't get the bill for Wall Street's bad bets. As a team, we fought for the promise that your hard-earned Social Security is a sacred trust. Donald Trump and Mike Pence want to put insurance companies back in charge of your health. Donald Trump and Mike Pence want to let big banks run wild again. And Donald Trump and Mike Pence want to gamble with your retirement benefits in the stock market. Republicans want to tear down the pillars of middle-class security. We won't let that happen. And I have never seen anything more craven than Mitch McConnell and what he's done to our democracy. His Republican Party decided that the answer to hardworking American dreams is to slander our African American president, stoke fear of Muslims, sow hatred of Latinos, insult Asians, and of course, wage war against women. In other words, the only thing Republicans like Mitch McConnell have accomplished is setting the stage for a hateful con man, Donald Trump. When Trump decided to run for president, he probably said to himself, I'm an egomaniac. I don't believe in science. I think women are inferior. Where would I feel at home? We know where that is. Parents, you're right to worry about your children hearing what comes out of Donald Trump's mouth. Republicans, you should have been careful also, because Donald Trump learned it from watching you. You know, they say they believe in country first. What a joke. Republicans who won't stand up to Trump believe in one thing and one thing only: party first. And this year, 2016, they've gone even further, nominating the poster child of me first. Trump knew that hateful rhetoric and dangerous policies are the way to win in today's GOP. But that's not how you win in America. And that's not how America wins in the world. Democrats know we win with an economy that works for everybody, with a strong, smart national security that values our allies and doesn't invite a cyber attack on our country. And we know winning is the work of a team. With Hillary in the White House and a majority in the Senate, Democrats will keep fighting for immigration reform that keeps America true, clean energy that keeps America strong, and a Supreme Court that keeps America just, and background checks for gun buyers and an assault weapons ban that keeps America safe. Since my boxing days, I fought my share of fights. In my 50 years of fighting for Nevadans, I've also realized a leader is actually a corner man, someone who stands on your side, who has your back in a fight. Middle-class families fighting to give your kids a better life. Democrats stand in your corner. Americans fighting for the equality and respect our nation promises you. we're in your corner. New Americans risking everything to get here and then fighting to make it here, we're in your corner. You're the ones fighting the hardest fights. You're the ones who need leaders in your corner. Leaders like my forever friend, Bernie Sanders. Leaders like Catherine Cortez Masto, who's going to help Democrats take back the Senate. Leaders who never back down, and oh, do we love Tim Kaine. We really do. Leaders who have had your back their whole lives, like Hillary Clinton, the most qualified and prepared candidate in the history of America. In a few months, I'll be stepping out of the ring one last time. But Democrats will always, always be in your corner. So together, let's keep fighting together, fighting the good fight. Thank you very much.